你喜欢黄烧吗？
我前阵子回纽约的时候，看了电视里面的新闻。
哎，它火热的气息会把你烧焦的。
我听说他们想把改变回原来那种普通的旅馆。
那我们只是
这个月又得捉襟见肘了。
房租钱又不够了。
嘘，你知道姐还吐 Yes, yes. Beds on second and third floor. Showers and laundry in basement. You want a pot? 没有。
对不起，你不能从这走，我很忙。
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know, I didn't do anything. Trust me, Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Malik,
Jensen, if you even think of using that Casey mod on me, I will hit you.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm just concerned, that's all.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it. If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at Lim for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would Lim have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays Lim does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poisoned, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
Always tried to see the good in people, give them the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Lim Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, Lim details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to see the truth for
Hey,
ourselves?
As soon
you
as
know
the
where I can
installation.
find some goods?
You may want to check out the storage locker there.
You buy or sell. I do it all. Look at a computer and see for yourself. Yeah, I will be right here.
I'm circulating a petition to find two women about the augmentation debate. Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my... Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things...
Everything you want, right here. Come back anytime.
Many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as...
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Darrow, log on to.
哎，我要去洗个澡。
这么几拳就累了，不会吧？再说，澡堂还没开门呢。
知道，就算我也不怎么想要去。告诉你，我付了那么多的房租，到最后还要跟其他12个笨蛋家伙共用一个 space。这个地方有很多地方。
怎么你的声音听起来很沮丧？
连着全都赢，他不
My
太
visit to
乖。
Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to the Montreal project, the cooperative global initiative that
Forget it, man. You're not my type.
This isn't a booty call, Van Bruggen. This is about you and some friends of yours I met in Detroit.
Detroit? Yeah, okay. I got it now. You at Serif, right? You were there when I had to pull the plug.
So you admit it. You were running a mole.
The heck, man. Just the heck. Worst decision I ever made taking that gig. As you can obviously see.
You attack my people, Windmill. You hope to walk away from this, you tell me what you know.
Down, boy. I've got no allegiance to that backstabbing bitch who hired me. Especially after she painted a target on my back. The girl you want is Zhao Yunru, Tai Young Medical's CEO.
Tai Young Medical? They're Sarif's biggest competition.
How do you think they got that way? Zhao doesn't like competition, see? So she uses hack attacks, blackmail, extortion, anything she can do to destabilize him. No offense, but Sarif was just the latest in a long line.
You got any proof of this?
There's a surveillance recording in the Tai Young Tower. I stashed it on the server in case I ever needed an insurance policy.
Not a very smart place to hide it, seeing as you don't work there anymore.
Things got hot before I could move it. And now, I got you to get it for me. Of course, you can't just walk into that place. You're gonna need an employee card encoded with your biometrics to use the TYM shuttle.
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me where to get one.
Hey, I'm always prepared. There's a certain security guard, likes to dabble with the ladies. You'll find him at the Hung Hua Hotel top floor corner room. Sneak in, snatch the card while he's otherwise engaged, and bring it back here so I can code it with the biometrics in your passport.
I was there when you flatlined that Mo, Van Bruggen. You think I'm gonna trust you?
You have to if you want that evidence. Now run along, Sarif, man. And don't get too distracted watching the action. I can't encode what I don't have, Serif, man.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty. When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as
So the guy in capsule 143 left his pod door open.
No way.
Yeah, so I couldn't help but sneak a look inside.
And?
He has so much stuff lying around. It's incredible. I could have snatched an e-book or two, but I held back.
Oh, you should have. At least then we'd have some juicy reading material for today.
Darrow would be the biggest moron on the planet if he made this geoengineering plan achieve any kind of success. Why would you want to put an end to something that's making you millions? Mercilite, Bravacor, the Core Institute, all truly
You look for person, right? No other reason for a stranger like you to be
Earth's ecosphere is in serious
你
trouble,
是美国人
Eliza.
吗？
And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better. Our best chance of doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your article is more risk.
Well, house?
This is Eliza Cassan reporting to you live, I guess.
I just don't understand how a city can grow to a point where there can be so many people and so few jobs.
We've been abandoned. That's how. Who wants to open a business when you have to fight for territory with Tong or the Triads?
Well, if something doesn't turn up for me soon, I just may end up knocking on Tong's door.
Can't blame you.
Here's what the man
Just don't become a harvester, and we can still be friends.
Related exclusively to the project to
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time.
Everything you want, right here. Bye-bye. I see you soon.
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty.
I feel like the only place to work around here is TYM. I don't feel like being a part of it.
Excuse me, do you know where the limb clinic is?
Yes, it's on Xichang Road, near the market.
Great, thanks.
Stepped up to make things better. Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk than certainty.
Lim International welcomes you. Your preferred client? Select what you want from computer. You come back if you change your mind.
Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else.
Death and life have their determined appointments.
What? Oh, and riches and honors depend upon heaven. Very good.
Right, what now?
Shh. They have eyes and ears everywhere. Meet me outside the clinic. Turn left from the front and go down the stairs. I'll be waiting at the corner.
这几乎跟从前一样。
It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that...
Over here! Come on now! I'm relieved to know they sent a professional, at least.
That makes two of us.
Right. Well, you're not exactly what I was expecting. I was told I would be meeting a girl. How do I know you're not an imposter or some sort of double agent? Don't think I don't know this could all just be an elaborate trap to set me up.
Look, no offense, Mr. X, or whatever your name is, but I really don't have time for this. So if you could simply just give me what I came for, I'll be on my way.
Yes, yes. I have it right here. Evelyn Carmichael's autopsy report. Here, take it.
Thank you.
I trust you will put this information to good use, because accountability and justice is at an all-time low, I'm afraid. It pains me to see this once great city, which stood as a bastion for reform and progress against our oppressive communist origins, succumb to the trappings of corporate bureaucracy and petty corruption. Corruption so often typical of your Western governments.
Whatever you say. Now, if you don't mind, I really must be going.
Well, there is still the matter of my payment. 1,000 credits was the agreed-upon price, I believe. Isn't that right?
A little piece of advice. When attempting to extort money from someone, don't give them what they want before trying to rip them off.
What? What? You mean you aren't going to pay? But I risked everything to get you that file.
Chalk it up to a learning experience and move on.
You scoundrel! You'll regret this someday. You just mark my words.
See you later, X.